Well, I had Tony Rock on my show recently.
One of the coolest dudes. I'm glad I finally had the pleasure of meeting, talking to, and associating with.
Yeah, I love Tony Rock.
Yeah.
In fact, he was...
I did his podcast. I one
Okay.
of the coolest dudes, and I think he's funnier than Chris, and I told him that.
I love Tony Rock. In fact, he was the first person to, to basically, roast me at a comedy show.
Oh, did he?
This was like maybe 11 years ago.
Right.
I see you, Vlad, and they just went in front of this whole huge theater full of people. It was a deaf comedy show that Russell Simmons was doing every week. Funnier Than Chris is hard because you got to bring the pain.
No, you don't.
You don't?
No, you don't. Listen, I said this on Two Ray's podcast. I get the genius of Chris Rock. I appreciate the genius of Chris Rock. He is undoubtedly one of the greatest comedians of our time, but he doesn't make me laugh. Now, just because you don't make me laugh doesn't mean I'm saying you're not funny, or I'm not recognizing your genius, or I'm not giving you your flowers. I'm just telling you in terms of what tickles my funny bone for my personal taste, what makes me wipe my tear ducts and bowl over and rub my temples and my jaw like, oh my God, it's Dave Chappelle. It's Patrice O'Neal. It's Bill Burr. They do it for me comedically. Chris Rock doesn't, but I recognize his brilliance, yes.
So you didn't laugh your ass off on the whole toss my salad?
No.
Really?
Listen, I think one of the most genius jokes I ever heard is when he did the joke about black people in the media. I love black people. I hate niggas. When I go to an ATM machine at 3 a.m, I'm not looking for...
the media.
No. What's a popular news guy from back in the day? I can't think of it.
Tom Brokaw.
I'm not looking for Tom Brokaw. I'm looking for niggas. Because Tom Brokaw ain't never done nothing to me. Black people going, Biggie and Tupac was assassinated. No, they wasn't. Martin Luther King was assassinated. Robert Kennedy was assassinated. John F. Kennedy, his brother Bobby, was assassinated. Tupac and Biggie, them niggas got shot. I love Tupac and Biggie, but school will be open on their birthday. Genius! Not one time did I laugh.
Okay.
But genius!
What about the whole Marion Barry skit? Smoke crack, get your job back?
That was a skit or a joke?
It was part of his stand-up. He said, you can't smoke crack at McDonald's, get your job back. They won't allow you around the Happy Meals. They'll send you ass to Arby's. You didn't find that funny?
It didn't make me laugh.
Listen, at the time, bring the pain. I remember me and Tony talked about this. At that moment, Chris Rock was the biggest stand-up comedian in the world.
Yeah.
At that
Rightly
moment.
so. But that don't mean he's for me.
Okay.
It's and this is where people now, this is the moist era we live in now. Having a subjective opinion or one that doesn't fit someone else's narrative or goes completely against the grain of what the mass majority feels it should be.
Yeah.
Hater, bitter, jealous, suck my dick. I'm allowed to have an opinion.
And you're a professional comedian.
Yes.
So your opinion holds more weight than, let's say, my opinion. But I am a comedy fan, and I respectfully disagree.
As am I. Yeah. I'm not just, with that one commercial, that hair commercial they used to do, I'm not just something. I'm not just the president. I'm not just the client. I'm also the president.
A client.
Or whatever it was.
Yeah, I'm not just the president. I'm also the Hair Club for Men.
Hair Club for Men. I'm not just in the game. I'm a fan too.
Yeah.